So as I watch this again, probably for the first time in 10 or 15 years, we have the ability now, of course, what no one expected at the time was that you'd be slowing it down and watching them film frame by frame, right? So at the end of the movie, Kathleen Turner, Maddie Walker's there on the beach with some lunk. She doesn't need to rip this guy off. She's loaded, she's on the beach, she's made it. And as we sort of pan past her out to the water, we see to the side on the beach, she's got 2 dogs there. You see one of them move. That's the only way you know it's 2 dogs, right? And so I thought, all right, so she killed a couple of people and then framed a guy for the murder and pretended to love him. But she's a dog lover, so she can't be all bad. Let her go. It's okay. Yeah. But I don't know. It's like I was struck by who decided that there should be 2 dogs there, which you really would never really notice because the camera moves like that. But one of them gets up, lying there on the beach.
And it's interesting because, as I've been saying throughout this whole series, the people who do neo-noir are either paying tribute to it or they're subverting it. And obviously Lawrence Kasdan wanted it both ways. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too, because as traditional a noir as this is, he does subvert it by having the femme fatale get away with it at the end of the movie. I mean,
we talked a lot about what neo-noir is. We didn't ask at the beginning of tonight. So tell people what neo-noir is and and one of the big differences that enabled Kasdan to get away with subverting it in that manner in Body Heat.
Well, a lot of people consider, it's in color as opposed to the traditional black and white. But, really it has to do with the end of the production code. So you could do things in neo-noir movies that you couldn't do in the traditional movies. And Exhibit A is Body Heat. Not just because of the graphic sex that you could not show in the 1940s, but because you get away with the crime. You can get away with the crime in a neo-noir film, and you don't have to have the square up that, frankly, fans of the traditional noir movies always hate that. They hate the last minute of those films because it's like, oh my God, here the police just show up out of nowhere, and
your authenticity is ripped away in the last couple of frames of the film.
Exactly. And I love the way Kasdan does that reveal where after the boathouse blows up and everything, and then he's in jail, and they have that overhead shot, and his eyes open up, and he says, "She's alive."
She's alive, yeah.
That is just a great moment.
Yeah, it is.
The guy had clearly watched a lot of noir, and he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he delivered. Hurt did, Kasdan did. Alan Ladd Jr. was the executive at Fox when this movie went to Fox. And he liked it right away. And Ladd has this reputation. Everybody likes him. They don't just like him. They admire him. And then, I don't know if Kasdan did this on purpose. Then Kasdan still has the property still at Fox. And then Kasdan says, I want to cast a bunch of unknowns in it to get, I feel like, to get Fox to drop it so that he could then take it back to the Ladd Company and got it made. But Alan Ladd Jr. is the executive who didn't shy away from, oh, look, you're trying to make a noir in 1981. He was like, yeah, my dad made some noirs. They were pretty good. This can work, and Ladd recognized that. And also, there's just that little bit of movie magic here because, and you can tell this story, but it appears this movie, which is shot in Florida, it appears that people are sweating throughout, but
it was freezing.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did not shoot this at the right time of year. They had to do it when they did it. And
there was a rare cold spell in South Florida.
A rare cold spell, and all of that is faked. All of that.
Sprays on sweat.
They're spraying on the sweat, the whole thing. The actors have to hold ice cubes in their mouth so that you don't see their breath. It doesn't make condensation in the air. So, yes, that is true movie magic because they sell the heat in this movie completely. It's the heat, man. The ordinary rules do not apply.
Oh, the scenes inside, everything seems hot. It's incredible. I mean, it's just a little sign. It's probably not that hard to fake sweat, right? But man, it's just amazing what these artists can create. And Absolutely. They created this feeling that movie it's 91 degrees and humid in every single scene, and it wasn't in any of them.
Exactly. Well, coming up, we have